Hi and welcome back. This is actually just gonna be a test. It's gonna be a very short stream. The reason I'm doing this is because I need to check if my bandwidth can handle online gaming. I don't know if it can. I noticed earlier in the ActRaiser video that I was subject to significant frame rate drops, and the recording was kind of laggy, so I want to check and make sure that I can actually stream. Not that I'm gonna stream like online gaming that much, because my channel is dedicated to retro gaming first and foremost, but still, it's like I want to be able to do it. What if I like want to play World of Warcraft or other games like that? I have to be sure. So this is actually a test to see if it can handle this amount of data processing. So we're just gonna check it. And the game I'm gonna be playing is actually Star Trek Online. I haven't been playing this for a while now, so I'm not really that hardcore. I have a character with like level 6, I think. So I haven't really gotten that far in the game. I've just like dabbled a little bit, visited like the Starbase and a few places. It's one of those places. I mean, we're gonna check if the stream can handle, if my bandwidth can handle like heavily congested areas like the Starbase at Starfleet Command, like outside the Starbase and inside the Starbase. It's usually, like Stormwind in World of Warcraft. It's prone to lag. So we're gonna check it out. All right. Let's go. I actually just recently, just like a few hours ago, I watched the last episode of Star Trek Enterprise, which was the last episode of the last season of the last series of a long Star Trek marathon that I have been doing since like the beginning of this year. I have every Star Trek series on DVD except for DS9, but I was actually privy to DS9 as well through a friend. So it's been kind of interesting to see I have from the first one, the original, the classic 60s show to the last Star Trek Enterprise. And I must say, they capped it off nicely, They tied it up with the entire franchise, the last episode. I know the cast wasn't really, especially Jolene Blalock, she was like, with the whole Riker and Troy angle, it felt to them like, in her words, like it wasn't really their wrap it up series finale. Alright, enough about that. Just wanted to tell you that so you'd know that I actually do have Star Trek lore fresh in my mind right now. So this is my character. Basically, he's just a generic human, but he's sort of... in online games, I love immersion. So I always like... I'm such a role player. I don't particularly like to play with others, but I do create a lot of alts, like alternative characters, and I create all these little stories about them. And this one has a pretty good story. I actually sat for a few hours and just wrote his bio, and that was fun. That's something I like. That's a favorite thing in online, in certain online games. A few actually do have a few actually give you the ability to create their own background story, and that I like. The author, the aspiring author in me, just, you know, smiles and gets to work eagerly. All right. So these are the voyages of the USS January, and January is the ship, my ship. But enough of that. We're gonna try this out and see how this goes. All right. Oh, that was the music. I was like, what the hell was that? Right. Loading Earth Space Dock. It's been quite interesting to play Star Trek Online because, you know, every franchise nowadays.
Click here to learn more.
I have? That's interesting. So this is basically... No, we'll do that later. This is like Earth Space Dock, right? Not Starfleet Command. What? Oh, right. This is the next mission. Not right now. All right. I still wanna like I wanna just move around and look around. I need to see if it runs smoothly or not. I don't know. I don't think there's that many people here right now. But the big thing, the major test is gonna be to go like outside and be in orbit of the space dock, be in actually low Earth orbit, because that is, I mean, you see, like, space is just heavily congested with spaceships, and I mean, there's like, sure, there's a lot of generic Federation starships, but then you have like the Scimitar ship from Nemesis, and you have like Romulan warbirds, and it's like, what the hell? Who are these people? That's pretty interesting, because obviously people have like acquired them from different events, or like as rewards from raids. But that's another thing. I rarely, I never do raids, because I hate, not even in World of Warcraft, because I hate, what the hell? Okay. I never do raids, and it's a shame, because I love watching, I really want to see like end game content, but it's very, very difficult for me to I'm not really that kind of person who goes online to play with others. I mean, sure, if it's like, I don't know, tennis or something, but not online, not like if you're in a guild and you're supposed to do a raid. I don't like people being dependent on me. You know, like, you have to do your best not to screw up, you know, so you don't let other people down. You know, if you're just playing by yourself, then if you screw up, well, at least you're the only one who pays for it. But if you don't, well, that's awesome. But if you like screw up and there's like a guild of 30 people in a raid, and they're like, what the hell? You know, I tend to, I don't like risking to be well, you know, I don't want to let other people down. Simple as that. So now, I mean, simple dungeons is fine. Like in World of Warcraft, when I did like Zul Gurub and Zul Daman, and like that water Temple of Tides or whatever. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played World of Warcraft. Last expansion I played actively in was Cataclysm. I've dabbled a little in Pandaria, but I wasn't that interested. Yes, I know Warlords of Draenor is out, and it looks very cool, but you know, for the said reason that I just mentioned, I don't know if I'm ever gonna like play World of Warcraft again, and that's a big statement, or like I don't know, assumption. What do you say? It's like that's a big claim. I don't even know if it's true, but I mean, for now at least, it's been like 2 years, I think, since I last played World of Warcraft, and I don't know. It's just it feels like yeah. I like this nightclub. It feels like I'll never really get comfortable in online gaming, because at least if I'm supposed to answer to anybody else. That's why I mainly stick with single player, because it's just me and the game. I mean, props to everybody who's like in a guild and does raids and whatnot. But I mean, oh, is that the Defined? Yeah. It's not for everybody, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who feels the same way. I thought this was... Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I thought this from a distance. I thought it was a Twi'lek. It's like a Star Wars character in here. Nah. Wait, how do you dance? How do you dance? Nah, it didn't work. I don't remember. I mean, as I said, it was a fairly long time since I played this last. So, I don't really remember what to do. I mean, how to do things. Alright, but enough is enough. Let's go outside and let's go to our ship. Let's go to January. Wait a minute, purchase skills. Maybe I should wait before I do that, because I don't know. You just earned your first skill points.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space combat and ground combat.
Alright.
Select any skill to see a full description of the benefits gained by purchasing it. Every space skill costs 1 space point to purchase, while every ground skill costs 1 ground point. You will earn 1 space point every level, and 1 ground point every 5 levels, until you reach level 50.
Oh, so you level up space more quickly than you level up ground. Alright. I don't know. They must have thought this through.
For each skill purchased, you will earn progress in unlocked paths. Space skills have 3 paths corresponding to the engineering, science, or tactical categories, while ground skills have only a single unlocked path.
Tactical engineer, science. Wait, didn't I do this? I remember, like, putting points somewhere.
Unlocks sometimes offer
I like the sound effects.
certain milestones. They are also the primary means of learning to train your bridge officers in new abilities. You may select any unlocked node to see what benefits it provides.
Alright, this music is actually keeping me from... It's preventing me from hearing everything, so let's go out here and... What was that? Unlocks sometimes offer choices upon reaching certain milestones. They are also the primary means of learning to train your bridge officers in new abilities. Oh, that's right, I have bridge officers. Yeah, that's true. I have these guys. These are my bridge officers. Eliza is like my tactical officer. Coles, I don't remember. He was like security, I think. Tavrel is communications officer, and Zarva is my chief engineer. You may. All right.
Powerful abilities can be earned by spending 25 or more of your space points in a single category of skills.
Of course.
You will not be able to earn enough space or ground points to purchase everything available to you.
Of course
you
not.
may change your skills by clicking the Retrain Skills button. Gold subscribers earn free respect tokens every rank, and additional respect tokens can be purchased via the C-Store.
The C-Store. And why does she say, like, respec? Can't she just read what the freaking text says? It's retrain. Alright. So, where do I see where my skill... There. Okay. I just saw the answer. Space points 2, ground points 1. And I'm supposed to do what? Spend them here? Or spend them here? What's this then? Bridge officer training... Oh, this is just space, and that's ground. Right. We only have one. And I forget what was I? I'm like a science officer, I think. I'm blue. But yeah, alright. Hull restoration. This skill increases the amount of hull restored by our outgoing healing abilities. Each point of hull restoration skill increases the base amount healed by 0.5. 50 plus 50 hull restoration. Alright. So that's kind of a passive ability, I guess. I mean, this skill increases the amount of hull restored by your outgoing healing abilities, whatever they may be. This one is hull capacity. This skill increases the maximum hull capacity of your starship. Right. I was just gonna check on something. Yeah, no one's in the chat room. It doesn't matter. Shuttles. What? While each hull capacity. Hull capacity. What the hell was hull capacity? Was that like something that had to do with? I mean, the word capacity instantly tells me like you can carry more stuff, but this isn't like World of Warcraft. It's I don't know. What's this? Shield restoration. This skill increases the amount of shield restored. Passive shield restoration. Shield capacity. That's the same thing. While each starship has its own base maximum shield value, each point of shield capacity skill always provides a bonus of 0.3 to that base value. Oh. So, better shields, faster restoration. Now I think I get it now. The shield icon is like, it's better. It can take more punishment. The restoration is how fast you can replenish. Alright. And tactical. Energy weapon training. This skill increases the base damage of most directed energy weapons. Combination of the weapon's base damage, your level, the mark, and quality of your weapons, current weapon substance and power, and many other permanent and temporary damage increasing effects. Oh, they're projectile weapons? Right, photon torpedoes. Mines and photon torpedoes. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with energy weapons. I mean, right for the moment, anyway. I have a pretty small ship. It's unlikely that I would want to like bolster the defense of a small ship and try to make it as a tank or whatever. it's better to increase its DPS. Yeah, let's go with that. This skill, didn't you already tell me that? Alright, let's do this. Purchase. Yes! And then there's like, we have another, and this skill increases the base damage plus 35. This was plus 50. This is plus 35. Let's just max it out on this as much as I can. If I can do that, yeah. Purchase. Alright. Derek can now provide training in Tachyon Beam 3. Okay. And I have a ground point. Endurance training. This skill increases your maximum hit points. Alright, and this skill increases the base damage of your ranged weapons. So, weapon damage or hit points for ground missions. Well, seeing as how up to this point I don't even think I've been hit once by enemy weapon fire. So let's go with weapon proficiency. We're gonna be a very offensive science officer. Yeah, purchase. You know, I mean, this fits me pretty well because what's this? Science training, ground skill, bridge officer training, unlock R&D, recipe for an additional ground ability training manual, and those goddamn manuals. You know, when I've played this game, I've gotten a hold of like things in my inventory that I have no idea what to do with. You know, like capacitors and shit like that. What's this? Like, alright. Yeah, power cells. I know what those are, but there are other things. Yeah, that's... yeah, alright. Whatever. Alright, so unlock R&D recipe for an additional ground ability